Sir, please begin. Suthar sir, please begin.
Okay. Okay. Welcome to all of you in the actually Parul webinar portal. Okay. I will start. Now I will start. Welcome to all of you to Parul webinar portal. Today our webinar is on post-harvest technology of Mahua seed. Dr. Fakir Sahu, Professor Fakir Sahu is from RC College of Horticulture and Agroforestry from Navsari Agricultural University. And as we know, actually he is working on the post-harvest technology. So actually he will deliver to us a good topics on the Mahua seeds. As we know that there are several unexploited seeds which have very potentiality to earn money for the tribal people. You see Deriapada, which Narvada district, Chota Udaipur district, Panchmal district, or some part of that, these all are a tribal belt. And mainly the tribal people are dependent for their income on the forestry. So Mahua seed also is one of the important forestry from which we can get actually good source of income, like from the fruits of Mahua, from the seeds of Mahua, and etc. So how the tribal people at present follow the post-harvest technology, and what is the modern technology that we have to exploit it to the tribal people. That today the Sahu sir will actually deliver to us. Okay, and welcome to Sahu sir to actually Parul webinar portal, and actually uh, I welcome by heart to you to actually spare a time to deliver a talk on the Mahua seed. And now I request you to actually deliver your talk on the actually post-harvest technology of the Mahua seed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sudha sir.
You start, Sahu sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. So I am very much thankful to Parul University
Oh,
for giving me an opportunity to deliver a talk on the post-harvest management and processing of Mahua tea and its value addition. Respected Sutar sir, Tripathi sir, here Divyesh sir, Jiten sir, and all the participants, those who are seeing this lecture. Now I will be sharing you my screen. Sir, is the screen is seen to you? Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Still, it is not visible. Okay.
सर दिखाई दिया अभी सर सुतार सर
Sir, it is not visible to me till now.
maybe sir your internet pro maybe there दिव्य सर दिखाई दिया आपको
Maybe. Okay. Divesh,
Yes, sir.
Divesh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
okay so shall I start it
Yes, sir.
so today
okay, we start.
today we'll be seeing the post harvest management and value addition of Mahua for
Yes,
enhancing the economic condition of
Alan, kita ordi.
tribal people. So my this webinar outline
Slide share बटन देखा है मन कम नहीं देखा कदाच इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम है हम कैसे
सर आप थोड़ा म्यूट कर लेंगे तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा
हाँ हमारी माइक म्यूट कर
So the seminar outline is as follows. We'll be first seeing some of the definition of the post-harvest technology and the value addition. Then I'll be giving you the introduction on different parts of Mahua and their uses. What are the uses of those one? Then we'll be seeing the post-harvest practices, current post-harvest practices for the collection of Mahua flower seeds by the tribal people. Then what are the traditional product from the Mahua flowers and seed they are doing. Then we'll see what are the technological intervention, scientific intervention in the post-harvest handling of this Mahua flower, so that a good value-added product from the Mahua flower as well as seed can be made, and it will give benefit to the economic benefit to the tribal people in uplifting their socio-economic condition. Then we will conclude on the different aspects. So, first thing is that before we discuss the main topic, let us see first three definition of one is your post-harvest technology, another post-harvest management, and the third one is the value addition. So the students from agriculture engineering, they are very well acquainted with these three terms, or they must be well acquainted with these three terms before studying any processing aspect. The first one is the post-harvest technology. So what post-harvest technology is that it constitutes an interdisciplinary science and technique that is applied to agricultural commodity, which include all this, your horticultural commodity, then fish, fisheries, all those things. After harvest, for the purpose of preservation, conservation, quality control or enhancement, processing, packaging, storage, distribution, and marketing and utilization to meet the food and nutritional requirement of consumer in relation to their needs. So in relation to their needs, you can see. Then the post-harvest management part is that the stages of crop production immediately after harvesting. So just after harvesting, you have to do the post-harvest management part, which first include the cooling, that is a pre-cooling, then cleaning, sorting, grading, packing. So our main aim is to minimize the losses at the least possible cost, because any cost that is involved in the post-harvest management will add the cost to the farmer or the tribal people. And if proper post-harvest management is not done, then a poor handling of agricultural commodity can result in a quality deterioration and overall there is a loss. Okay. Then next part is the value addition. So it's a process in which for the same volume of a primary product, a high price is realized by means of processing, packing, upgrading the quality or other such method. It means we are adding a value to an existing product by means of processing, packing or any post-harvest management part, so that the farmer will get a higher price for their product. So what is the need for the value addition? The first thing is that the first and foremost thing is to reduce the post-harvest losses. So what is post-harvest losses between the harvest and the consumption? Then second part is to maintain the quality in terms of the appearance, texture, flavor, and nutritive value. That is to provide a safe and branded food to the consumer. So which is called as your food safety. So food quality and food safety, these two aspects of any food material goes hand in hand nowadays. A food may be quality food, but it may not be safe. A food may be safe, but it may not be of quality. So both food quality and food safety is needed for the consumer. Then to emphasize primary and secondary processing, to improve the profitability of the farmers and thereby diversify the economic base of the rural community. So we are here saying about the tribal people. So it will diversify the economic base. They are only collecting, they can do the value addition and then sell their product at a higher price. Then to empower the farmers, especially the tribal people and also the women of the tribal people through gainful employment opportunity, and at last the reduction of the import and meeting the export demand for our product. So if value addition is done along with the marketing, that is value addition coupled with the marketing, then it has an enormous potential for solving the basic problem of our post-harvest loss and reduce wastages. Then this topic is about the Mahua tree or Mahua, the product from the Mahua flower, and Mahua is classified as a non-timber forest product. So what is this non-timber product? NTFP by the tribal your ministry. So any resource of value to the human society that arises from the forest, yet they are not explicitly based on the wood, that is the timber, so that is produced without cutting the tree, means any product outside this timber, timber को छोड़ के कोई भी प्रोडक्ट को हम बोलते हैं नॉन टिम्बर फॉरेस्ट प्रोडक्ट. Okay, so this NTFP include fruit and nut, vegetable, fish, medicinal plant, resins, essence, a range of bark and fibers such as bamboo, ratans, and a host of other palm and grasses. So you can see here the Mahua flower is there, tamarind is there, bamboo is there, honey is there, and other your wild nuts is there, berries are there. So over the past 2 decades, government, conservation and development agency and non-government organization have encouraged the marketing and sale of NTFP as a way of boosting income for the poor tribal people in tropic and encouraging the forest conservation. Now you can see the understanding of the NTFP and the people who are involved in this one. So NTFP are used and managed in a complex socio-economic and ecological environment. It is mainly for the traditional forest community. So while NTA have the significant cultural value and there are certain ritual items are there, it is the only source of income for the tribal people. They are mainly dependent upon this non-timber forest produce. And it has other important medicinal and contribute to the community health and well-being. For medicines, they are mostly depending upon this non-timber forest produce. So from a data, you can see that 70% of the forest income comes from the NTFP export, and about 700 species of plants are used as a medicinal purpose by the tribal people. And in India, around 16,000 to 18,000 tons of your forest produce are regularly traded annually for the benefit of the people. So now coming to the main our today's topic is your Mahua, which is called as your Maduka longifolia in your biological term, and it's a wild tree grown throughout the tropical and subtropical region of Indian subcontinent, and the state that is included is your mainly the Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Bihar, and part of the Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Tamil Nadu. So if you look into the Gujarat area, then our districts like your Dang, then your Narmada and your Godhra area. So in this area, your this Mahua is mostly grown, and we have a ICR unit at Godhra. Godhra. They are developing your, you can say, for commercial cultivation of this Mahua. They have developed certain variety also. And for that, the cultural practices are available for the tribal people so that they can do it in a commercial way also. It has vital socio-economic value and it is the backbone of Indian forest economic. Around 50% of the revenue are coming from this Mahua itself. Okay. So what does it contribute to the tribal people? The Mahua flower alone provide 25 to 30 man days per year. 25 to 30 man days. You can see at most 1 month of employment generation from a single crop among the rural and tribal people. And why it is there? Because it's the multi-purpose and widespread use of its flower, fruit, seed, and the timber. So that is answer to their three major F. That is your first one is the food, second one is the fodder, and third one is the fuel. So as a whole, this Mahua tree supplies food in terms of the flower, feed in terms of the leaf and flower, and refreshing beverages made from the flower, that is the Mahua. Then some biodiesel from the seeds, and also your seed oil for the people of the tribal area, population from Odisha, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh, where mostly the tribal people are living and dependent upon this non-timber forest produce. So this is a basic scientific nomenclature of Mahua tree. You can see here. In Hindi, Sanskrit, we call it as a Madhu Pushpa. In Hindi, it is your Mahua. In Odia, it is called Mahula. In Gujarati, it is called Mahudo. Marathi, it is Moho. In Assami, it is Mahua. And in English, we generally call it as the Indian butternut tree. So now coming to your different parts of the Mahua and their use. The first thing is that you can see a Mahua tree is around 16 to 20-meter height, and they possess semi-evergreen foliage that shed the leaf from February to April. And during the mean time of February to April, when they shed the leaf, flowerings come on the tree. And the fruit open after a couple of months of the flowering period, around your June, May or June. Then the seed will get mature by the month of June and July, and the tree mature from 18 to 15 year and fruit up to 60 year. So you can see the parts, the leaves part. So thick leathery part is there with lower face, and the extruded it milk shape when it is broken. The flower born in cluster and creamy in color. You can see the flower creamy in color. The fruit are egg-shaped berry, greenish ovate, and there may be 1 to 4 seeds of brown color. You can see the shiny appearance, brown colors are there. And if you break the seed, then you can see two kernels that is highly sensitive to desiccation as well as your freezing. So even I can show you, and now I have this seeds with me that you can see. Uh, Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Now the screen is visible. So the screen is visible now.
Yes, sir. Your screen is
So
visible, sir.
sorry, participant, we have some technical problem over here. So now we'll continue. So as you have seen the different parts of the Mahua. Now this is the value chain of the Mahua. You can see a Mahua tree. It is there are around 6 Mahua tree in our campus itself. So I have taken a snap from that one, and this is during the time of the flowering actually. Okay. So Mahua flower, and in the modern one, and the net collection is there, then solar tunnel drying is there, stamen removal is there, and from that your flower, both stamen and clean Mahua flower is separated, and after that value-added product, different value-added product like toffee, bar, jam, lollipop cakes, and squash are made. In the Mahua fruit, from the Mahua seed, the seed is decoated, and from that the kernel is removed and the hull is removed. And after that, from the kernel, the oil through a oil expression refining unit will get the Mahua seed oil. And from the leftover cake that is used as a feed purpose for the animal. So coming to each part of the Mahua tree, the first one that will take will your Mahua flower. So Mahua flower you can see over here. This is the main Mahua flower, and the stamen part over here, the stamen is there. This stamen must be removed. So Mahua flower are edible and rich in sugar around 40 to 60% on dry basis weight. Sugar is present, and it is a raw material for both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverage production. So tribal people mainly made the alcoholic beverage from it, which is at your, you can say, Mahua uh, wine, and the annual production is around 45 metric ton, and that provide a very good employment opportunity for the rural people, rural and tribal people. And mostly this Mahua flower is collected by the women members of the family. So from morning to, you can say, evening, they collect this Mahua flower from the tree beneath it, and after that they will dry it under sun until the moisture is reduced significantly, and then it can be stored in your jute sack or earthen pot for a period of time till some value-added product from it is made or it is sold to the market. So coming to the physical parameters of this Mahua flower, you can see the length, width, and thickness, and sphericity is almost 0.95. The agriculture engineering people, you must be knowing the, you can say, importance of this sphericity. It is nearer to your spherical one, 0.95 is there, and the porosity is 0.49 is there. So composition of Mahua flower, you can see, I will only just touch the main component, that is moisture is from, you can say, 80% to even 90% moisture are also there. And invert sugar, you can see very high invert sugar is there, more than 50% sugar is there, and certain other things like calcium, phosphorus, carotene, and vitamin C also present in this Mahua flower. So overall, it is a very good edible things present in the Mahua flower. Now coming to the fruit, you can see it will, the flowering season extend from February to April. After that, the fruit will open up and mature by the end of the June and July. So green fleshy fruit are also edible as a, and eaten as a vegetable in state like your Odisha. This fruit, the fleshy part of this fruit is also edible. That is called as your tola in Odisha. So they eat this in a raw matter or by cooking it. Then once the fruit fall on the ground, generally they collect the seeds after it will falling on the ground, and they will separate the seed by pressing from the seed without the use of your equipment traditionally, and get the seed, and uh, after getting the seeds they also break the seeds to get the kernel from that one. So you can see the Mahua seeds and seed oil. So the green fleshy fruit of the Mahua contain 1 to 4 seeds, and On an average 5 to 200 kg of seeds can be got from your one tree. So the estimated production potential of Mahua seed is 18 lakhs metric ton per year in India. And coming to the characteristics of this Mahua seed oil, it's a pale yellow semi-solid fat. So therefore, semi-solid fat in the in room temperature. Therefore, it is called as in English Indian butternut tree. Okay, Mahua butter, Indian butternut tree, largest source of natural hard fat. You can see commercially we call as your Mahua butter. This oil is edible and consumed by the people in the tribal region. And from the data that we have seen in Gujarat, it is sold around 900 to 1000 rupees per kilogram of this oil. And it is beneficial for curing skin diseases. Therefore, these tribal people, they generally do not sell it to the people, other people. So since this oil can be made in the just after the rainy season, so those people who are working in the field, mainly when say transplanting of rice and other thing, their this legs, you can say the fingers and other part that is infected with your bacteria and your fungus. So due to the fungal infection, the skin diseases are there, and this Mahua seed oil is very much beneficial in curing these skin diseases. Here the traditional use: seed cake is your anti-ulcer, anti-inflammatory, bark is anti-diabetic, and flower is anti-analgesic, leaf and bark is wounding healing activity, and the seeds is effective in alleviate the pain. So you can see the different parts that already have described it: Mahua leaf, Mahua fruit, Mahua seeds, Mahua flower, partially dried, dried flowers is there, Mahua seed, cotyledon, and Mahua seed oil is there. So now coming to main part, that is the post-harvest practices. How the post-harvest practices is there. So generally these tribal people during the month of your April and May, they collect this Mahua flower under the sun and sell in the local market at a very less price, because the collection practices is not good. What kind of collection practices is done? So traditional operation what has taken place in collection of this flower are: first one, they collect the flower, then dry it, then remove the stamen and storage, and then market it out. How they collect it? They collect in the generally in the morning and pick it up with hand, mostly by the women. So only the fresh flower that is falling on the ground. So it is touching the ground, it means there is a contamination with there. At times, sometime long bamboo stick are also used to plug the flower by the tree or by shaking the branches. But mostly those flowers are collected that is fall on the ground. So a lot of time is spent while collecting the flower one by one, and it will continue up to 20 to 27 days. So in this operation, collection of flower, there is needed of your scientific intervention. So that I will discuss later on what are the scientific intervention that are there in the collection of the flower, so that we will get a very quality raw material. So the raw material is of not good quality in this traditional method of your practice. Then after that, the stamen is removed by washing, and manually the stamen is removed from the flower, because the stamen, that is presence of the stamen, will give a bitter taste to the product, which is not liked by the consumer. After that, that will be dried under the sun in the shade, actually 40 to 43 degrees Celsius. So the moisture content from 85 to 90%, it will come down to your 15 to 20%, so that after this drying, the product can be stored for marketing. Storage is generally done in your gunny bags inside the house, and they can store the flower, dry flower. If the moisture content is below 10 to 12%, they can store it for a year. Otherwise, the Mahua flower is very hygroscopicity. They tend to absorb moisture, and because of the high moisture, the spoilage may occur. Then they will market it in the local market. Generally, the cost is very less. For fresh flower, they will get only 6 rupees per kilogram. So this is the marketing channel of the flow of Mahua flower processing and trade routes, collection by the primary collector, mostly the tribal people. Then sun drying of the Mahua flower without the removal of the stamen, and that is your sold to the intermediate traders and wholesaler, that is used for brewing of your wine from that one. Or else you can remove the stamen from the flower and then store it for either cattle feed or any other traditional value added product for the consumption of the human. So in the traditional practice, the Mahua flower you can see here, this is the fresh Mahua flower on the tree. Then the Mahua flower is collected from the ground by cleaning the ground area. Okay, so there are certain disadvantages cleaning of this ground area also. Then the drying of the Mahua flower on the courtyard of their one. They are not using any kind of the polythene sheets and other thing. So then they will clean the Mahua flower and then it is sold in the market, either dry flower or your fresh flower. So what is the impact of the traditional collection practices of Mahua flower? So traditionally when they are doing this one, what is this impact? First one is that the cleaning and burning of the ground leads to the forest fire. While they are collecting this one, they will burn the leaves that is present in the ground. So that may lead to the forest fire. That also reduce the moisture content of the soil, then the death of the microflora and fauna. And because of the forest fire, there will be either almost no or reduced regeneration of the Mahua tree in that area. Then the collector gather the all flower from the ground, so deprive the wild animal dependent on the Mahua flower for their food. So wild animal, those who are depending upon this Mahua flower during the season, they will not be getting any Mahua flower. The quality is affected by this raw collection, thereby they rate in only 6 rupees per kg compared to the modern method in which they can get almost double. Okay, their income can be double. They can sell it at 12 rupees per kg. Because of the low grade of the Mahua, any processing of this Mahua for value addition is almost impossible. Okay, and it will consume a lot of time, around approximately 8 hours each day, and because of that one, their earning also reduces. So the use of Mahua flower, present and future prospect is there, present status is there, sun drying, cattle, liquor and food is there, but future perspective that will be seeing that you can prepare many value-added products from the puree pulp of the whole flower and from the juice and also from the seeds. Sir, if the screen is shown to you,
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
हाँ स्क्रीन थोड़ा बीच में निकल जा रहा है.
No, sir, it will be fine.
So the traditional product from the Mahua flower, you can see there are both fermented as well as non-fermented products are there. In the fermented one, you can see in the area of your state like your Odisha and Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, where this liquor is allowed, they produce the local liquor from the dried flower that is called as your Mahuli. And in the non-fermented one, it is the sweetener, dishes like your halwa, barfi are there, staple grain substitute, cattle feed are made from the non-fermented one. So I have given a traditional use of the Mahua flower in the form of a table from that is done by different researcher. As a sweetener, first one is as a sweetener because Mahua flower is rich in sugar. So all the sugar like your sucrose, fructose, maltose and amylose all are present, therefore it is used as a sweetener. Then it is used as a preparation of cake. Dried flowers or your raw flower are soaked with your rice and then the paste is made and that is born in the sal leaves. Then it is substitute for the staple grain for the tribal people. Sun-dried flowers are boiled with your tamarind seeds and sal, and they are stored. And at last they are used as a kettle feed. That is the spent flour. Spent flour means those flour which are left after fermentation and distillation. They are used as a kettle feed. In the fermented flour, that is your Mahua daru and Maholi preparation. These are the two products traditionally made by the your tribal people. Mahua daru is almost 20 to 40% alcohol range, and it is mostly consumed in your area of your Odisha, Chhattisgarh, part of the Bihar, and your Madhya Pradesh. So the steps of the preparation of the Mahua products are roasted Mahua flowers, then boiled Mahua flowers, and traditional liqueur by the tribal. They will prepare it by keeping the product, that is the clean Mahua flower, boiled and then fermented for 7 to 10 days. And after that, they will strain it, and the liquid is consumed as a Mahua. Then Moa laddu and pancakes are made from this traditional preparation. Will not go detail how this traditional preparation is done, but how you can value add to this product will see you. Then post-harvest spoilage of these flowers. So since because of the you can say the post-harvest practices followed by the tribal people, around 30% of total collected flowers are get spoiled because of improper collection practices. And there are high microbial loads is there. Your microbes, bacteria like your bacillus, staphylococcus, and your macrococcus, aspergillus niger, all these are present in the your product, and that will deteriorate the product. Thereby, your value addition of the flower is almost impossible in the traditional collection method. So potential method of preventing this spoilage of flower is that you have to, first thing is that you have to reduce the moisture. So as an agriculture engineer, you can say what are our intervention is there. You can reduce the moisture by drying through modern drying technique like your oven drying and hot air drying and solar cabinet drying. Mostly this solar cabinet drying, okay, in the solar drying, without the use of any external, you can say, power, simply you can dry the product. I will show it how it is done. Then second method is control storage. You can store it in a controlled environment with UV radiation. And the third one is your by processing the flour to make value added product from that one. By extracting the juice, you can process it to many, you can say, beverages out of that one. So factor affecting in quality of the traditional post-harvest processing is that since the drying is not proper, unscientific, there is a quality deterioration is there. Mold attack are there after 15 to 20 days of the storage, because the flowers fall beneath the tree and microorganism will be attacking that one. On the other hand, the flowers are packed in jute bag, therefore they are not moisture proof. Therefore, the source of quality deterioration during the various post-harvest operation must be taken care of to maintain the quality. So what is the scientific intervention? Scientific intervention is that the flowers should be collected in net cloth spread around the tree to avoid the contamination of the flower coming to the ground. Means you have to collect on the upper part of the ground, just above the ground. You have to put the polythene. So LDP seeds are there for drying and collection of the flowers, and the stamen should be removed before the storage so that the taste will be a good one. And the storage should be in polyethylene, laminated polyethylene bags, jute bags. Jute bags generally used by the tribal people, but if there are polyethylene sheets inside the jute bag, then that will be more better for, you can say, saving it from moisture absorption. And after that, you can prepare value-added product from the flowers. So here is the collection practices. Spreading of the shade net under the canopy. You can this your technique is developed by the OUT Bhubaneswar for collection of and marketing of the Mahua flower. You can see by diagram. So net cloth around the tree, it is put for hygienic collection of the Mahua flower. So this is a net cloth, LDP cloth is your LDP is there. And after collection of this flower, it is dried in a low tunnel drying, LDP tunnel drying. You can see here the drying is there. So they put a inside the tunnel, they put polyethylene sheet. Over that one, they are drying. So the cross contamination of the product is avoided. Thereby, we will get a very good flowers, both your fresh flower and your dry flower. So, what is the impact of this modern collection practice? Impact is that there is no forest fire, the soil moisture is retained, no loss of soil bearing organism, reduction in the collection time, and the collector, or the travel people, they'll get more time for their other productive works. And good quality Mahua flowers is collected, and that will pay a higher return, that is your 12 kg per 12 rupees per kg. Earlier they are getting 6 rupees per kg, now they will be getting 12 rupees per kg. So because of that one, uh, uh, good collection practices, Mahua can be used for processing of the other food product. And since the entire area is not covered with your net, you cannot cover the entire area with net. Therefore, some leftover flowers will be left there, and that is consumed by the wild animal. So you are not depriving any wild animal in getting the some part of the Mahua flower. So man and animal both are living in the ecosystem in the tribal area. So these are the value-added product from the Mahua flowers. You can see again both fermented and non-fermented product. These are value-added product. Okay. So we'll see each value-added product how it is made. So again, this is a value addition of the product. First one is from puree and sauce. Puree and sauce are the non-fermented product. Juice concentrate, Mahua jam, jelly, marmalade, and the Mahua RTS. All these are made from mostly the fresh flower. And candies, toffee, cakes are laddu are made, Mahua bar are made from your dry flower with the standard procedure. So these are the standard procedure that is given. So following the FSSAI rule, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, this each non-fermented product, value-added product is made by the people, and you can get more benefit out of that one. So value-added from the Mahua wine, these are fermented produce Mahua wine, that is fermentation is done around 16 degrees Celsius, and uh, mm, Mahua Bharmad is there, fortification of the young Mahua wine spice. Acetone is made out of that one by fermentation of the dry flower, and citric acid also made out of that one by surface fermentation with your Aspergillus niger fungi is there. So you can see these the products I am showing, and we'll discuss the flowchart of each of these products: RTS, beverage, squash, jam, dried flower, glazed flower, Mahua bar, candied flower, laddu, cupcake. So Mahua flower candy, how the candy is made? It's a by the process of the osmosis. So we have to clean the Mahua flowers, dye Mahua flower. We'll take 10 kg of the Mahua dry flower, and then add 40% sugar solution. So 24 kg water and sugar 16 kg. So 24 and 16. So one third is there. So this is 40% sugar solution is there, and then you have to keep it for 24 hours. After 24 hours, you drain the water and then strain the Mahua flowers, and whatever leftover the sugar solution is there, it is around 30 kg with 37% TSS. Then add, you have to increase the sugar percentage from 42, then 50 to 60, 65, 70, and 75. And at last, we'll get at the 75%, you can say TSS, that is sugar solution, we'll get the flower candy. Okay. And from this, after getting the flower candy that we'll get, we'll have some residual sugar solution. Okay, and the residual sugar solution will again have your 74% TSS. So from the residual sugar solution, we will not discard this sugar solution, but we will make some other RTS out of that one. So this is the residual sugar solution that is used for preparation of the candy. In that one, we'll again put some Mahua pulp. So Mahua pulp, TSS 7% pulp is put with this one. Why you have to put Mahua pulp is there? That is, you cannot sell this residual sugar solution as a product because this is contain only the flavor part, not the TSS part of the your juice. So you must add from outside some pure pulp, that is a Mahua pulp, so that our requirement as the RTS ready to serve or nectar, which must contain 10% pulp, will be fulfilled and will get a Mahua nectar after following the process of RTS preparation. So whenever you are producing any value-added product, it must be kept in mind that you have to follow the rules and regulation of the FSSAI. Then preparation of the Mahua cake after that one. So Mahua cake, you have to use it again. Dry clean flowers is there. You have to cook it, then pulp it. After that, you will mix some wheat flour so that it will be a base material for the cake. And then you have to add powdered sugar, refined ghee oil, baking powder, and edible soda, and then fill it in your 500 cups each of 50 grams cap, and then bake it in your preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius. You will get a number of, you can say, Mahua cake that can be used for your consumption. Then preparation of the Mahua squash is there. Then again, you have to, in the squash, you have to follow the FSI rules. That is, in the squash, 40% yes must be there, sugar part must be there. Therefore, you have to add the sugar in required amount, and then after mixing the clarified juice made from the dried flour, will pack it in a sterilized bottles. And again, for your maximum duration of the storage, you have to put KMS and citric acid. So citric acid is mostly add to the this juice for increasing the acidity, and KMS is for preservation. So citric acid around, you can say, maximum your 1000 to 1500 ppm, and KMS your maximum 750 to 1000 ppm you have to add. Then preparation of the Mahua laddu is there. That is your laddu. Generally we add your, can say, semolina in that one, or your other ingredient like your sugar, ghee, white sesame, fennel seed, and coconut powder to the roasted dried clean flour, which is grind and then mixed. You will prepare the laddus. Then Mahua toffee can be made from the, again, from the dried clean flowers by soaking it in water, then grinding it. You will make the flour paste, and after that you have to add sugar, citric acid, amul powder, and butter to prepare a concentration of the mixture, and from that mixture you will prepare the toffee. So these all products are mostly made by the, you can say, one institute, that is the OUT Bhubaneswar Post Harvest Technology Department, because this area in Odisha and Chhattisgarh, this area, they are working on this one. Then ingredient used and yield of different value-added product from 10 kg of dried flour. This is a list for the people, so that how much value-added product can be made from 10 kg of dried Mahua flour. This is ready reference, you can say, not the ingredient that is used. So for RTS beverage, you have to use for 10 kg dried Mahua flour, you have to use 4 kg sugar, 40%, then citric acid, KMS, will get 200 liter of the RTS beverage. For squash, you will get 15 liter of the RTS, your squash. In squash, you have to add 1:3 water before drinking it. Then for jam preparation, you have to use more sugar because the end point is around your, you can say, 58 degree Brix. You will get around 17.5 kg of the jam. Per bar, you will get 13.5 kg of bar out of 10 kg. Then candied flour, you will get 11.5 kg. Glazed flour, you will get 13.5 kg. Laddu, you will get by adding 5 kg sugar and your 10 kg semolina. This 15 kg and 10 kg, you will totally get 27 kg of the laddu. Cake also, you will get 35 kg of the cake because some popping will be there. Then there are certain studies which will show you the nutritional evaluation of the value-added product prepared from the Mahua flour. Once you will see the value-added product from the Mahua flour, you can see the Mahua flour. This is an ingredient that is used for preparation of the pickle from 1 kg of the Mahua flour. So for pickle, you are using tamarind paste, chili powder, fenugreek powder, cumin powder. All these spices are used, and salt and acetic acid is used. And at last, on the upper part, before packing, you have to use the mustard oil so that there will not be any contact of the your pickle with the environment. Then laddu's preparation is there, that is done by KBK Ranchi. They are preparing the laddu from the mahua pulp, and they add ragi flowers, ragi flour. So you can add semolina, you can add any other cereal as per your choice to this mahua pulp. So mahua pulp is a ingredient that is used for preparation of your laddu as per the needs of the consumer. Consumer whatever want, in which base he want the ragi based flour, he want the, you can say, cereals, any kind of cereal, you can add it and then prepare the laddu. So you can see this laddus by these two technology. You can see TO1, the shelf life is around 180 days. 6 months you can keep the pickle, and you can laddu you can keep it for 15 days. So that is sufficient for a sweet. 15 days is sufficient. For your pickle, 180 days. The 6 month shelf life is sufficient. So from the Mahua pickle, you can see the other energy and other nutritional composition that is mostly followed in your while labeling. When you are preparing a value-added product, you must take it in your proper packaging material, and for that labeling must be done. Okay, so then production of wine from the Mahua flower. So since Gujarat it is the wine preparation is banned, so we will not discuss this one. But you can say that from Mahua flowers, wine can be prepared, and it is prepared in those area where the wine is allowed. Then coming to your seeds is your, from the seeds can be used for your preparation of your oil. So how the collection of the seeds is there, that is the by harvesting the fruit. The fruit is then deseeded using your decorticator. You can see the decorticator developed by your OUT Bhubaneswar, and also I am also working on this one. Then you'll get the hull out of that one, and from the seed floor you can see there are different extraction, and defatted Mahua flour is toxic because of the presence of the saponin. And in your after the extraction, if you extract this saponin, then it will be your defatted flour can be used as a animal seeds feed. And from the property of the seed oil, you can see uh, the seed oil contain palmitic acid, oleic acid. The specific gravity is 0.195. Saponification value is in the range. Ionic index is also in the range. So all these properties is making it eligible for as a edible oil. So oleic acid was the main fatty acid that is followed by your stearic acid, and because of the 46% fatty acid that are saturated, and others are your monosaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acid, it is your Mahua butter is similar to your resemble to your palm oil and cocoa butter, and that can be used as a, you can say, alternative for this cocoa butter, and you can make some other, you can say, cosmetic and pharmaceutical product out of this Mahua butter. And the last one I can show you, that is the biodiesel produced from the Mahua oil. So nowadays different you can say non-forest products are used for the production of your biodiesel, and Mahua is one of the Mahua seeds is one of the on this one. You see the characteristics of this Mahua oil. You can see the properties, the kinetic viscosity of this biodiesel in the range that is of the limit, specific gravity also in the range, flash point is more than 120 compared to the diesel which is only 42, and the Citan number is again 51, that is more than diesel. So, and calorific value, you can see calorific value of diesel is somewhat more than the this biodiesel, but it is almost at par with the, you can say, diesel also. So Mahua seed oil can also be used as a biodiesel. So looking into the prospect or the prospect of this Mahua and its value-added product, uh, government of Chhattisgarh by pursuing Prime Minister Narendra Modi, uh, they launched a Mahua-based alcoholic drink at 700 rupees for 750 ml called Mahua Nutri Beverage. Okay, so this is news from Indian Express in March 2020, and it is done from the research by the IIT Delhi in collaboration with the TriFed. So, with the concluding remark from our foregoing discussion, we can conclude that Mahua tree is a boon for the tribal economy due to multi-purpose use of its flower, fruit, and seed, thus satisfying the basic need of tribal people in the form of 3F, that is your feed, fodder, and fuel. Scientific collection practices of flower using net cloth and removal of stamen before drying in LDP tunnel dryer improve the quality of the flower. Then value-added product like your RTS beverage, squash, jam, bar, pickle, laddu, cakes, dried candied and glazed flowers fetch more return to the tribal. So tribal people can get more value out of this one by following the scientific method of collection of the flower, and after that making value-added product from these flowers and seed. Then wine can be prepared from the Mahua flower by extract, and they can be blended with pomegranate juice using the Saccharomyces cerevisiae. The yeast that is responsible for alcoholic fermentation in Mahua flower are Saccharomyces cerevisiae and Saccharomyces chevalieriis. And Mahua seeds oil can be used both as a edible oil because it contains around 65.9% total unsaturated fatty acid, and it is a substitute for the cocoa butter also. And at last, we can see the biodiesel can also be obtained from the Mahua seed oil, and it is an alternative to the biodiesel oil, which are made from other products like your Jatropha and similar other forest produce. Even Mahua seeds can also be used for production of the biodiesel. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. So, if you have any question, kindly ask. I will answer it. And किसी का ये ऑडियो थोड़ा ऑन है, थोड़ा बंद कीजिए ना, आवाज आ रही है.
Okay, Saurabh,
हाँ.
I have on my audio. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Jatin sir,
So,
Jiten sir, Jiten sir.
Jitan sir,
Okay, Saurabh, if any question, if you want to ask Saurabh sir, then you are most welcome. All the actually audience, scientists and etc. I am very thankful to Saurabh sir actually to deliver a good seminar on post-harvest technology of Mahua trees, its fruits, Mahua seeds, the different value-added product of the Mahua seed and fruit, and the latest technology and whatever the technology followed by the traditional peoples, how we can improve their economy by expanding the technology to the tribal people. So it is very good talk actually and good webinar given by the Shahu sir. I also thankful in my absence because I am on leave. So Divesh Waghela sir of our department who has actually kindly arranged this webinar. I am heartily thankful to Jiten sir from the beginning 9:30 he was with us and he has quite helped to us to arrange this webinar on of the Shahu sir. Okay. Again, I actually express my thanks to my staff members, actually S.S. Tripathi sir, Jisida ma'am, Sandeep sir, and Divesh Waghela sir, and to arrange in my absence this actually seminar. Okay, Shahu Saab,
thank you, sir.
thank
So,
you very much.
any question you can, sir, tell to the student
Ah,
that they can contact
oh,
me. I will reply
okay,
on
ha,
this.
ha, ha, ha. They will send to in chat box. So
Mhm.
actually, I will forward to you, huh?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank
Jiten
you, sir.
sir, थैंक यू वेरी मच. जितेंद्र सर का माइक ओपन
Thank
नहीं हो
you,
रहा
Saul,
है.
sir.
जितेंद्र
Thank
सर.
you, Saul, sir, for your consideration.
Welcome,
And
Divya sir.
is there any query
Welcome.
that students will send me the queries and I will forward to you, sir. I will share the my mail ID to the students. So it will be fine, sir.
ओके सर. जितेंद्र
Okay, thank
सर.
you very much.
ओके सर. चलो. थैंक यू साहब
Yes,
साहब.
sir. Yes, sir. You
हाँ.
can leave.
हाँ